It's safe to say that a lot of people want to make games. There are so many devlogs on YouTube. Many of them come from a programming background while others come from more of the art side. I, on the other hand, am neither. I did go to school for programming, but I freaking hate it. It was when I was following along the streams for a project called Handmade Hero, where the idea was to build a game from scratch, that I learned how much I don't enjoy programming. It was like 6 weeks of streams just to build the prototyping layer. The problem is that it's just too far removed from game design, which is the thing I really care about. So if I'm not doing the programming, and I'm not doing the art, then how am I going to make a game? I just pay someone else to do it, of course. But making games is freaking expensive. I'd actually spent somewhere near $10,000 on another project that is now in indefinite hiatus, but that's another story for another day. In any case, I needed something small in scope, something that wasn't too complicated to program, but more importantly, it needed to be a type of game that wasn't just one in a million other roguelikes, Metroidvanias, farming sims, or Souls-likes. So here's what I decided on. If that transition didn't give it away, my game's going to be a throwback to the NES Ninja Gaiden games. It meets the criteria for what I wanted. It's not that hard of a game to program. There's no complicated physics or enemy AI that's needed. And these types of games are usually like 16 levels long, so that keeps the scope well in check in regards to content. And finally, as odd as it sounds, not a lot of people are really doing throwbacks to Ninja Gaiden. There's plenty of people doing it with Contra or Castlevania, but not Ninja Gaiden. There's only 2 games that kind of go there, and it's The Messenger and Cyber Shadow. And that's it. That does bring up an interesting question. What is it about Ninja Gaiden that not many other developers try to pay homage to it? It's this. This right here. These moments you're looking at. This is the kind of gameplay you look at and go, oh, that's Ninja Gaiden for sure. You won't see moments like these in Castlevania or even other action platformers like Shadow of the Ninja. They're just not the same. The level design is what makes Ninja Gaiden so distinct from its peers. But unlike Contra or Castlevania or Mega Man, Ninja Gaiden's level design is much harder to parse. See, I may not like programming. I may not be good at art. I may be downright incompetent when it comes to music, but what I can do is level design. I have several videos on this channel just analyzing the level design from various games, including Ninja Gaiden. I've watched so many devlogs that I know that level design is the thing that trips up most of them. It takes a lot just to build something and get it to work, but it's a whole other matter to finally put the pieces you built into a fun, cohesive, and meaningful experience. Where many indie developers jump right into mini-games, I made an active effort to study them, especially the greatest games out there. You know, stuff like Mario, Zelda, Mega Man, Contra, Tetris, Advance Wars, Kid Icarus Uprising, Splatoon. Yeah, I know that's a lot of Nintendo games, but they make a lot of the best games out there, and if you're not studying them, that's like being a creative writing major not studying Moby Dick, or an animation major not studying Disney. You don't have to enlist in some formalized education program either, and most of the ones for video games are kind of a joke anyway. What you need to do is study your craft. One of the big problems that indie devs suffer from is that they don't study their craft, which is why they hit this kind of roadblock. So I hope I can offer something unique with this devlog series from a more design-focused perspective, and the perspective of someone in a more pseudo-producer role.